Hello and welcome to my build of the Chinese writing, by the way. It says matchbox, and it's the Ferrari F40. And what can I say about this apart from it was bloody awful. It was shoddy as anything. The actual body casting's nice. The window's okay, although it's not clear. Well, I thought it was black plastic. You'll see the truth of the matter later. The wheels were goddamn awful. They were made out of the thinnest piano wire you could imagine. And I mean thin. Thinner than the smallest guitar string. And the suspension was made out of the same spring steel. You can just see in there. Cheap and shoddy, isn't it? It was dreadful. They were so flimsy and everything. It was an embarrassment to the original Matchbox name. And here's the window unit, and as you can see, it's not even black or clear plastic, it's orange. As is the inside. The window unit would be in the same orange plastic as that is. And basically this is just... it's only a quick video, about 10 minutes I think, to show the improvements you can make to even cheap cars with bits and bobs you have from doing other projects. It was never going to be brilliant because the root windows weren't clear and there's no interior. It's such a horrible insult to the Matchbox name. If I'm honest, it's a dreadful casting. Well, the actual body casting's good, but the rest of it is just shoddy, cheap crap. It's not even good enough to go in a Christmas cracker. Anyway, here, I'm fixing old style Matchbox wheels. I discovered this slot in and hold into the grooves, because the wire was that thin. It actually made Matchbox super fast wire look thick gauge wire. And here I'm just cutting a bit of an edge off to give the wheel clearance because it's just a smidgens bigger. And there we are, they fitted in and rolling nicely. And underneath looks good. Big improvement. And here I'm holding the wheels in with, it's actually acrylic nail powder for women making their own acrylic nails. No wonder the bitches can scratch your throat out. Speaking from experience. Anyway, here we go, just build it up. And this stuff is strong and it sticks like super glue. Really recommend it for filler, adhesive, all sorts. Saw one of the, I think he's an Indonesian lad using it. I think it's Puri Garage. Asked him what it was and he told us. And here I am just buffing. In general, I did think about stripping it and going plain red, but then I thought without all the other gubbins on, I thought I quite like the paintwork. It needs a couple of little touching ins, but not enough to warrant it. I'm just checking paint there. And I ended up putting a little bit of yellow in to bring it to the Ferrari red. And there we are, that's a better representation. And just using it to touch in the There were very few scratches, to be honest. A couple on the front and a couple of little touch-ins in rear wing. And here, rather than strip it all off, I quite like the Ferrari F40 banner at the top of the sunshade at the top of the windscreen. So I just brush painted Tamiya gloss black on, so it makes it look like it has tinted windows, rather than, well, if I stripped it all I'd have is an orange window unit, and it isn't even see-through orange because there's no interior in it. God, how these Chinese matchbox cars were dreadful. I've never seen any others this bad, so it must have been a one or two off and they thought, God, drag it back and build them somewhere else. Either that or because they needed extra hands on deck, they had some done in China, I don't know. But honest, look for one yourself and you can have a look yourself. Own one yourself, you'll get it for nothing because they're not worth anything. And there we are, put in the window unit. I've just painted the tail lights silver, and here I'm putting colours on. I've put the red brake lights on first, and next I'll be putting the orange on once my arms steady up. And here, as is characteristic with Ferraris, I'm putting the silver dot in the middle of the lights. It's the sort of thing with Ferrari, a finishing thing. First thing I have to do is brace my arms up. Quite bad with the shakes today, so I've had to really wedge my arm onto the table and then wedge my hand against it. But I'm trying my best now so you can watch bits of painting. There we go, that done. Anyway, a quick glimpse to where we started off with the cheap and nasty Chinese matchbox car, and it don't get any cheaper than this. It's even worse than the cheap and nasty matchbox Chinese toy cars. Anyway, here we go. The wheels look slightly better. It's got a better look about it. It rolls better. And there we go. A better looking vehicle all round, really. Nice enough to go on my shelf. But even now, after all that, it doesn't have the weight of a matchbox car. Mainly because it doesn't have half the stuff a matchbox car has. It doesn't have an interior, didn't have the suspension unit, didn't have the metal base, it had a plastic base. So the only real weight in it is the actual body casting. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed watching, please press subscribe. To all my subscribers I already have, thank you very much for keeping going. And see you in my next video. Thank you very much, and bye.